I know that I am on a totally different stream that I'm supposed to be on because for some reason, when I went to log in, my stream that I had already scheduled was nowhere to be found. Even though I can see it, it's there. I'm not sure what happened. So I'm just going to send you guys a message. If you see anybody, tell them, come on over. There's Tasha. So I'm just going to chat real quick, guys, um, on the one that was supposed to be there. I'm not sure what really happened. And that's making me, I had already added some settings and different things. I don't know. So bear with me just one moment. Let me know, guys, that you can hear me, that everything is okay with this stream. And I'm going to pop over to YouTube really quick and try to let everybody know that I started a new stream. Sorry. So sorry. I just don't know what happened. And matter of fact, it is like telling me that I'm about to go live on the other stream, and I'm so lost. I mean, I logged out, I logged back in, I did everything that I was supposed to do, but somehow I just don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So let me try to cancel the other one so that people won't be sitting over there waiting. Delete forever. I understand deleting is permanent. Yes, I understand. Okay. So that one should be deleted so that nobody else can see that one, and everybody should be um, only seeing this stream right here. Make sure that, guys, tell me again that you can hear me okay, and that there's not like some um, some doubling up stuff happening. Um, um, I'm lost, but I see it. I see the stream. There it is. Sorry, guys. And let me turn on my subscribers only to make sure that we don't have any of that foolishness. Thank you for talking to each other while you're waiting on me to pull it together. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you. Can hear me? Great. All right, let me close YouTube out to make sure that we stay good. And I just want to make sure that I don't see that again. So give me just another 3 times 3 seconds. Okay, there it goes. Deleted. Great. And there's my new one sitting there. Great. All right. I feel confident that we're together right now. Feel confident that we're together right now. All righty. So how is everyone today? It's Tuesday and we are live at 5. Look at us. Look at us, all of us on time today. Live at 5 on Tuesday. Hi, Andale. Hello, how are you? Hi, Black Coffee. Welcome, sis. Hi, Miss Vanessa Buckner. How are you doing today? C. Thomas. Hello, sis. How you doing? Hi, Miss Viola Graham. Juicing with Jay. What's up, my Kelly bro? How you doing? Miss Cherry the Gardener. Hi, how are you? Welcome. I'm not sure that I've seen you before, so welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Good to have you today. Hello, G Mama Grows. Always a wonderful sight. Rain and Love. Hello, hello. How are you? Good to see you. At home with Cherie. Hey there. Hey Gigi. Hey everyone joining in today. I hear and see you. Great. Hey Urban Grandpa Prepper. How are you doing today? Hoyt Robinson. Hello. Hi, the Fun Reading Club Vids. Going to class. Hi, Gigi. I will replay. Okay, okay, Miss Bev. Do what you got to do. All right. Anna Nana Garden 8B. Hello. Hi, James Franklin. How are you doing today? Um, Robin Caesar. How are you? Finally caught you live, loud and clear. Great. It's so good. Good to see you. I don't recognize your name, so guys, make sure you tell her hello. Make sure you say hello to our new guests who are in the house with us today. Hey, Letitia, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden, how are you? Hi, Tracy Jones. Hello. Hey, Tasha Oshie Groves. Tasha Oshie Groves is our newest G Tribe member joined today. It won't show up on here because she signed up on my website. So, welcome, Tasha. Welcome to the G Tribe. We are so happy to have you. Hi, Garden State Gardener. Hello, how are you? Um, Hi, Grace Gines. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Um, all right. I don't know if I missed anybody. Spice Urban Gardener, there you are. Hi, hello, how you doing? FR Humphrey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Foster Family Fun, hello, how are you doing? So Hoyt Robinson, dang it, it jumped on me. Okay, Hoyt Robinson said, taking my onion, ginger, garlic, honey, faithful. Listen, you got to do that. You got to do that. I'm telling you, y'all. I know I'm so far behind because I have been working on other things that are pressing. But one thing that I was able to do yesterday is the same thing that Hoyt Robinson is just talking about. So yesterday I was able to slip in a few minutes to make some tinctures. I had to do that um, because I have to get the family, like reset for the cold and flu season. So that's something I did yesterday, and I don't know if everyone in here saw the video that I put up, but I put one video up on my Instagram page, making the honey, the pineapple sage honey with their cute little blooms. They're so adorable. So I did a couple of different tinctures yesterday. That one was a new one for me because this was my first time ever growing the pineapple sage, but I have drank the tea before, and the tea knocked me totally out. I probably had like an 8 ounce cup of it, and yeah, let me just say that it put me out. So Hoyt Robinson, I'm right with you on that. Getting the ginger, garlic, and honey into our bodies. We got to do it. We got to take care of ourselves. That's a little bit of what I wanted to talk to you guys about briefly today. I cannot be on here longer than an hour today because it gets dark at like 6 o'clock here. And so since I'm starting at 5, I don't have that much time and I got to get back outside. I know I'm just like really just going in, right? Just rambling. Eco Neighbor is outside. He has been out there working his heart out today. Um, and he's getting the yard ready. He has gone through like pressure washing the house. He has been really getting it in today. Um, Me and Lil Gigi did the same thing on the inside, like just getting some stuff ready because we got to have we got to get the house on the market. So yeah. FR Humphrey, hello, how you doing? Hey, growing with Donnie, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Lavender for Luck. Good to see you today. Thank you for coming in. Um, Vic May, hello. How you doing? Good to see you. So, I'm gonna be trying to keep up with the comments too. Hey, DT Junior, how you doing? Let me see if I can get you and keep up with these comments. But um, I've been thinking, I've been working, and I've been thinking at the same time. All right, and so I didn't have a whole lot of time to put into YouTube. Yesterday I just did like the quick little clips, just literally threw them together. I may have spent 15 minutes putting that stuff together, and then I was back, getting things done around here. Um, but I was thinking, had a lot of time to think while doing that. And I was just listening to music while we were cleaning, and I was just thinking, wow, yeah, cleaning is not like, you know, the top of my list favorite pastime, but as I was cleaning, I was like, it is really peaceful. I was just thinking about how peaceful I was feeling at the time, not having not having really anybody bothering me, anybody calling me, like none of that stuff. Um, I turned my phone, which is on there most of the time anyway, but I at least look at it. But my phone was on do not disturb. And even if I saw it ring, like I wasn't answering because it was just like I enjoyed not answering the phone. I just enjoyed it. And so I was wondering, like, how many other people in this, all of this really stressful stuff that's happening around, like how many people have taken the time to just find something that helps you to feel at peace? Because we have a lot of stuff happening around us. We have a lot of stuff going on, and our minds are constantly inundated with that stuff. So, how many people have found something, whether, I don't know, it is sports, is walking, is music, is whatever. Like, how many people have really taken the time to just back away from all of the madness and then just say, okay, I'm just going to take today and I'm just going to jam out to my 80s pop rock, or some disco or whatever. And then just really enjoy that time. Like, how many people have done that? Hello. Hi, Erica Taylor. Hi, Yankee Sister. Um, White Davy Gardening and Worm Farm. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Blacks Tropical. How you doing? So raise your hand if you have that something. If you got something that you go to, that you can go to, and it really helps you to be able to kind of just wind down, tune out. Because look, here's the thing. A lot of us, we will go and go and go and go and go, and it's not harming anybody except for the individual that's doing all of that going, right? And so when you find yourself in that position where you're just going and you never get any downtime, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to start having problems, problems with your health. um, y'all know all the problems that come along with living a stressful type of life. So think about something that you can do that just helps you. Right. There is nothing like peace. There is absolutely nothing like having peace. I didn't bring my glasses over here. um, Okay, so White David Gardening and Warren Farm said that's the best way to get anything. Ain't no satisfying work without music. I hear you. I hear you. And I agree with that. I agree with that a lot because anytime, like I said, it's not like in my top 10 things to do, like I would rather be out in the garden working out there than to be in here stuck inside. So, um, Black's Tropical said, I love this stress-free life soil system. Listen, enjoy every minute. Enjoy every minute that you get. Lavender for Luck says sometimes you must turn off. Absolutely have to. Pitt said me all last week. Good for you. Good for you. If you can get you a full weekend, like that feels like a vacation. I don't know when the last time, to be honest with you, I don't know when the last time I sat my phone down for that length of time. So either I'm on here or just like when I started to be consistent with going live every week, you may have known that the only time you were going to see me was probably going to be popping into somebody else's live or that Tuesday. That was the only time you're going to see me. You're not seeing me doing any videos. You're not seeing me doing any of that because sometimes you just have to give yourself some time. You have to really give yourself some time to take care of yourself. I can remember a coworker that had the C word. And so she was, in the hospital, out of the hospital, in the hospital, out of the hospital. And then I was like, just stop. Like, why are you here? But for some people, it's almost like they have to have somewhere to go. They have to have some sort of familiarity with what they're doing. It's like the chaos for some people, strangely, is something that they need. But I try to challenge people. And I'm like, look, really, if you were to change what you do, you never know how beneficial that change could be to you. So a lot of times we'll get stuck into routines, and that routine, whether it's chaos, whether it's just something crazy, to most, whether it's just something crazy. Sometimes with people that feels normal to them. So having to go and look at certain things, certain types of videos, drama filled stuff, like it gives them a sense of normalcy. But I challenge anybody to say, go out in nature sometimes and just sit. Sit on the beach and just listen. You don't have to walk it. You don't have to do no 3 mile stretch or anything. Just sit there and just listen and see how much that brings your blood pressure. Now, I guarantee you, if you were to check your blood pressure while just sitting on the beach and just listening to what's happening around you, I guarantee you it'll be so much lower. I guarantee you'll feel so much better. And it doesn't have to be the beach. That's just kind of, one of my things. But whatever it is, Hoyt Robinson said, my garden is peace. Miss Reaper said, and hello, Miss Reaper. Miss Reaper said, I knit and garden while listening to books or music. Audible, $14.95 per month. I love my Audible because it gives me, even if I want to go outside and there's some book that I wanted in my mind, something that I wanted to educate myself on or whatever. I put on my Audible, I put it on the big speaker, and that's what I'm listening to. So whatever it is that works for you, that's what you do. Hey, Virtuous Gardener 91, how are you doing? Thank you so much. See, I forgot. She just sent me some seeds out of the blue the other day. Thank you so much for that, Virtuous Gardener. I really, really appreciate that. And Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden, thank you. Thank you. I got yours as well. Hey Rambo, how you doing? Rambo Green Hands. Yep, my sister bike ride on Thursday nights and my gardening. I'm telling you, do what works for you. Do what works for you. James Franklin said, I hear you. If I had a choice, I would not have a phone. Whew. Now, see, that's another level of peace right there. Most of us ain't ready for that conversation, James. We ain't ready for that. That's some grown folk stuff. Cherie said, I sew and I knit. That is how I spend my quiet and wind down time. I'm usually listening to music when doing both. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I had a older lady. I don't know. Over the years, I would have like most of my friends and mentors. They were always older, and so there was this one lady in particular that was teaching me how to crochet, which you know I sucked at it. Not gonna lie, I sucked at it, and it's something that I definitely would like for one of my children to do because I ain't gonna sit still long enough to do it. I'm gonna be outside working in the yard. I ain't gonna do it, but I think that it is. I love to see somebody just doing beautiful pieces, and I still have a blanket that she crocheted for um, my first daughter. And so, I love it. I love it. I love seeing that stuff. And she used to just be just as peaceful, just as peaceful as she wanted to be doing that. Hey, Sammy Joe, how you doing? Hello, Miss Gigi. Congratulations on your new land. So happy for you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hey, Hands in the Dirt, how you doing? Hands in the Dirt say hello, everyone in the chat. Just peeping in. Out there hunting. Get it. Get it. Get it in. And I know that's peaceful for Hands in the Dirt, being out there in a tree somewhere. So whatever it is that works for you. See, Thomas said, I sit in my greenhouse. Oof. Yeah, I can't wait. I think that's something I need to get. I think I need to get a greenhouse. Um, I didn't have like enough space to really put one here. Not because I like to look at like all the greenery and stuff, and I didn't want it to cover nothing up. So yeah. Donnie says, I love doing that. I have uh, the most peace in silence though. No sound at all, just nature or normal ambient sounds. And I agree. I agree. Music is always good, said Grandpa Prepper. Yes, it is always good. And I was telling my G Tribe members, I woke up singing I woke up singing a really crazy song. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it was, but I woke up singing that today, and I was like, where did that even come from? So I don't know if it came like out of a dream or whatever. But a lot of times I wake up with a song, and I just never woke up with like that type of song before. But anyway, Tasha Oshi Grove says, honestly, my garden is my safe space. And I agree. I got to get out there. I got to be out there early in the morning, um, and trying to really put in some work, at least get some of the weeding done in the morning so that the pictures can look really, really nice, of the garden area. Even though we told them people, look, we ain't leaving our trees. So yeah. Fit Top Kitchen and Garden says, I refinished furniture and never knew how much I'd like it. It's so peaceful. Really? Wow. Look, that's a special gift. That is a special, special gift. Lavender for Luck says, music, you all, gardening, music, you all. Y'all heard that? She said, you all, gardening and her kids. That's a beautiful thing. That's my problem. Vic May said, that's my problem. I don't have any downtime, always trying to take care of my family. Listen, you can't pour from an empty cup, Vic. Okay. So you got to refill yourself sometimes. Get it in, refill yourself, and you're going to take better care of your family once you do that. Yep. Black Tropical said, "Oh, we don't let nothing and nobody steal my joy." I know that's right. I know that's right. Gotta make sure you take care of yourself. FR Humphrey says, Gigi Naturals, I was thinking the same thing and trying to figure out a video for that, a mid-month reboot. Go for it. Go for it. I'm all for it. And matter of fact, I got your notification on, so hopefully I get it. But y'all know how YouTube is. Like sometimes you can have that notification on and you still don't get the stuff, but we ain't going there. Viola Graham says, I love going downtown and watch people fishing in the St. John River. That is so awesome. Y'all, I gotta learn how to like really fish for real. I gotta learn how to do it. Hey, Erica Taylor. Erica says, I love listening to my YouTube family while cleaning, gardening, cooking, or sewing. Good for you. Good for you. I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference. Hoyt Robinson said, my husband is always working, and I tell him to slow down. Last Tuesday, he had a heart attack. All is well now. Guess he might listen now. Wow. And listen, take good care of him. um, and sometimes they still won't listen. So make sure that you're doing what you can to take care of him. That's not a fun position to be in. It's not a fun position to be in at all. So um, I don't know. Men just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. So Fr Humphrey says sometimes I got to sit in the car and turn the radio and set a timer for 30 minutes and just chill. Yep. I know you may have seen me say on several lives, every time Eco comes home, he will sit out there. He'll sit out in the yard. He's going to get him a good 30 minutes in because he just needs to unwind from being from being at work for one. And when he leaves work, then there's traffic to deal with in order to get back home. So he just takes his time and he just sits there and, he'll come into lives um, and he just unwinds. And, I used to say, like, what are you doing? What are you doing outside? And he's like, listen, I cannot come in my house with this energy. Like what you get from the outside world. He was like, I want to leave that out. I just want to just chill out for a little bit. And then I'll come in then. So, I just give him his time. And when he feels like, he's brought it down like 10 stories, then he'll come into the house, but not until then. Fishing and storytell to my grandkids and great grandnephews. You're so blessed, Grandpa Prepper. You're so blessed to have that. You're so blessed. I don't understand how people function in constant noise, said Growing with Donnie. Listen, my oldest child would have her earphones in and I could open her door and hear the music. And she's sitting there doing her homework. And I think the second one does the same thing. I think our second child does the same thing. But literally, they play music while they would be doing their work. And so I would be like, you're supposed to be doing your homework. Like, and she would be like, Mom, I am. Look, I am. I'm doing my homework. And I'm like, well, doggone it, she's doing her homework, and her grades were great, but she just couldn't. I don't know. For some reason, like the noise did it for her. But as she's gotten older, she's 21 now. So as she's gotten older, now she has started to, take those country rides and things because she is just like, whoa, like I never knew how calming this was. Never knew it. Give me peace and quiet in the bushes. Thank you very much. Amen. Amen to that. Hey, so good, Gardner. How you doing at work? But I had to drop in and say hello. I'm so glad you dropped in. Great to see you in the chat today. Um, let's see. And they'll say you and Eco are very good about getting close to the water. Yes, yes, we have to once a week, at least once per week. We have to get somewhere close to some water because, like, he, y'all have seen the craziness. He will get out in the gator water, and that's where he feels great. He feels amazing. I call him the crocodile hunter. He feels amazing being out near some water. He loves it more than I do. Like my backyard, I do whatever I can to like make it that little paradise for me so that I never really have to say, man, I need to see some palm trees. I'm going on vacation because it's right here. It's literally right here. And so no matter where we go, that's sort of what we tried to do. Like in our first home, we had our deck, we built this huge deck on the back, and there was, I don't know how many banana trees, but we had banana trees all the way surrounding our deck. And it was just beautiful. It gave us that tropical look, and y'all know we love some elephant ears, so they're always with us. So we try to give ourselves that all the time. And so by creating it at home, it gives me just that little sense of peace to where I really I want to be outside all day. And typically 80% of the time I'm outside. So yeah. Hey, Red Road Homestead, how are you doing today? I hope all is well with you. Miss Cherry, the gardener, said, early morning, I sit and drink coffee or tea in my garden, take in the sounds and smell of morning freshness, and meditate with my own grown tea herbs. Exactly. Exactly. To be able to sit in your own yard with your own stuff that you're growing, that you can intake into your body. And do y'all see? I don't know if they passed that bill or not. Somebody sent me a video today, and I was listening to it as I was working. And there was this bill that they were looking to pass. Oh my gosh, what was it? HB, let me see if I can see it. HB something. But it's going to affect every one of us that grows. And see, in the beginning, we are like, well, it's just going to affect the farmers and this and that. Well, baby, we are the farmers. We are the ones who are growing our food in our yard. So it's going to affect us. It's going to affect us. And let me try to see the name of it. But it was just a wake up call to say you better be getting those heirloom seeds, because if that company has their way, and they are very, very powerful. So, you know, I won't be calling their name. But if that company has their way, and they likely will have their way, we're going to have an uphill battle with just trying to continue to grow our stuff. Let's see. Um, I'm trying to remember how they sent it, whether it was email or. Oh, there it is. Okay, it is called. Dang it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a picture of the name of the bill. because I would actually have to listen to his video to hear it again. Sorry. But basically, in a nutshell, what it was saying was that if HR 845, y'all, we're going to be in a mess. We're going to be in a mess. Thank you. Thank you, Tina. We're going to be in a mess. So make sure that you're getting your heirloom seeds, um all of this stuff, all of this, that 3-letter seeds that we buy, and we typically, a lot of us typically try to look for the non 3-letter seeds so that we can make sure that we have things that will continue to produce for us. But this big company is going to really just mess up, and they have been doing it everywhere. They've been doing it in so many places. You have farmers out here who are offing themselves in certain countries because that's all they know. They can't do anything else, and then this company has come in and done this evil stuff. It's so much. It's just so much. It's too much, and it's overwhelming. And that's why we have to embrace going back and saying, you know what? Let me slow down. Let me take some time to make sure that I take care of myself. Yes, you better be saving your seeds. Better be saving your seeds, because I'm telling you, they are going to make it really, really hard for people. Make sure you got something where you can take and say, you know what? I hope that I can get enough produce out of this. Um, hey Tracy, how you doing? Make sure that it's going to be something that you can grab those seeds. Like seed saving, like when seeds are really, really small, especially with like things like tomatoes, it's like one of the messier kind of seed saving. But Veggie Farm Garden did a fantastic video that made that just really simplified it for me, and I used that process and was able to save some seeds this year. So be looking for those ones of us, those people in our gardening community that are doing these videos, because it's really going to save you. It's going to save you a lot of time, and it is also going to save you by making sure that you have food to put on your family's table every year. Okay. So take the time, get your little, before the Dollar Tree goes up, go ahead and get your little brown paper bags because you can get like 50 for $1 or something like that. Get your little brown paper bags so that you can save your seeds. Um, I'm telling you, on those things, like I was telling the person who sent me this video, I was telling her that on those items that are supposed to have seeds, when I do find them, I don't care what their cost is. I get them, I buy them, even if I just have to buy a little bit of them, and I take the seeds from them and I dry those seeds so that I can grow those things. Because if you notice, when you go into a store, all you see is seedless this, seedless that. They don't want to give you seeds because guess what? They don't want you growing your food. Urban Grandpa Prepper says, you know how I feel about that, not letting people grow their own food. I'm not going to get started on NWO. I know, Grandpa. I know. I know. Yankee Sister said, I'm good on necessary seeds, but I still have been saving some heirloom. And listen, you you got to go and do some research on this particular bill, because it's going to affect the seeds. You're going to have heirloom seeds, because guess what? This big company is making seeds sterile. Okay. But we ain't gonna talk about that today. But I don't want to leave and leave you ignorant either with not knowing what's happening. So, and I think that's why this topic is so important, to make sure that you have something that can give you some sense of peace. You have something that is going to help you to be able to, um, take some slow down time and really just enjoy your family, um, enjoy your children. Take precautions still. If you're going around people, whatever your precaution is, and get on them herbs, like Hoyt Robinson said. Get on your herbs. Get on your herbs. It's going to help you with a lot of stuff. Um, I saw you. I meant to call your name. Angel Loves Garden. Hello, sis. How you doing? Good to see you. I guess that defeats the whole purpose of me wanting to buy land. No, ma'am, it does not. No, ma'am, it does not. So go ahead and get your land, Ms. Vanessa. Definitely get your land, because even if this doesn't happen within the next year or so, or next 2 or 3 years, even if it doesn't happen in the next 10 years, you still have all of that time that you can be growing all the food that your family can handle. Okay. So yeah, don't let anything that anybody does stop you from doing what you want to do. Okay. So you want to buy that land, please, by all means, go for it, go hard, and get what you want. Ebony R. Hey, Ebony says, yes, saving my seeds for myself, my family, and when they finally wake up. And they will in their own time, Ebony. They will in their own time, but just have enough for them. Even if it's just, my sister was asking me, she was like, okay, so how do I put these in? Because this is her first time growing. So she was like, how do I put these in? Do I need to like sprinkle a tablespoon in this little thing, or whatever she said? And I was like, no. Number one, preserve as much of your seed as you can. So if you're going to, if you want 10 plants, then guess what? Plant 10 or 15 individual seeds, And I told her how to put them in the cells and all of that stuff. And we went out there and, we did some stuff together, and she's planting onions, she's planting garlic, all of that she did without me. And, she's super excited to see her stuff coming up. So yeah, put the seeds in some dirt, take your table scraps, all of your stuff, make you some fertilizer water, take your scraps from everything that you eat, make you some fertilizer water, fertilize your stuff. Learn how to get away from always having to go to the store for something, because there may come a time where the store is just not there for you. Okay. But remember, they are profits over everything. So the store may not be there for you anymore. So if you can look at Dan Permaculture, literally does not buy anything, just taking everything that he has in his garden and feeding the garden back with that. Like, that's goals. No lie. Like, that's goals for me. So if you haven't seen the way Dan Permaculture does his garden, you gotta see that. You gotta see that, because if everything else around you shuts down and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have this certain fertilizer, what am I gonna do? Feed it back to itself. Feed your garden, feed your scraps, feed all of that stuff back to your soil. And guess what? You're going to have fantastic soil. That's the way we got this soil better, is by feeding it our leftovers. Because in the beginning, when we first got here, I was like, this land is broken. Like, what? I didn't know what was wrong with it, because it was not giving, it wasn't giving me what I needed. And so, but it was a good lesson to see exactly what it did need. And It just keep it simple. Feed it what you eat. The good stuff, okay? Feed it the good stuff that you eat. You know, put all of that stuff, put it back. Hey Tommy, how you doing? Hey, Whole New Perspective. Whole New Perspective said that large company has been doing that for years. Yes, they have been taking small farmers to court for saving seeds. And that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I've been watching them for a very long time, Whole New Perspective. And I'm telling you, when you think that they can't go to a new low, they do. They do. They do. So yeah. It yes, this is Robin Caesar says this is a wake up call, but don't panic. Just be prepared and breathe in the positive energy created by the universe. That part right there. That part right there. And see, when you're doing that, when you're giving, if it's important enough for you, you're gonna make time for it, right? So we have to treat our gardens the same way. We have to make sure that we're making time to take care of our gardens, because guess what? When you take care of it, it's going to take care of you back, you know. And so when we're, I was making fun saying that, hey, we taking our fruit trees, but literally we are, because we have put so much time and effort and energy into those fruit trees. Those fruit trees don't get a lot of, that other stuff. And we don't have to go get no spike strips. We don't have to do any of that type of stuff, because we will feed them back. All these bananas that keep my house full of fruit flies, all of these orange peels, all of, these apple peels. I've been making um uh apple cider vinegar, different types of cider vinegars off of this stuff, and it tastes delicious. It is, I couldn't even believe it when I first tasted off of the peels of pears and the peels of apples, the vinegar that I made right here. I couldn't even believe how delicious it tastes, as opposed to just being bitter. Like, to taste the sweetness of an apple cider vinegar, holy moly. Like, I was just floored. I was floored. So all of this stuff we can do, we just have to allow whatever we take in, whatever we take in, to go back out into our gardens. And when you do that, you're going to be able to grow more than you can imagine growing. Hello, Food by Faith. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So don't don't panic. Don't panic. Just know that you're gonna have to do some stuff for yourself. See, we grew up doing stuff. We had a garden. My mom had a nice sized garden when we were growing up, and she would do like little tricky stuff. That's when I can remember the Seven Dust being out, and our neighbors would come over and take out of the garden, without asking or any of that, because the garden was in between their house and ours. And so they would take out of the garden. And so my mom got the idea. I don't know if like this came from her grandma or what, because her grandma raised her and, had the garden and all that stuff. And so she would go out there and she would sprinkle flour all over the garden. And she said something about, the neighbor asked her why was she putting 7 on there. And she was like, I put it on there because it needs it. Not letting them know that it was really flour, but it stopped them from stealing her stuff. Ain't that something? A thief didn't want to steal something that had 7 on it. Ain't that something? But yeah. Yeah. Hey, Eco Neighbor. Hey, Best Yet Journey. How are you doing? Um, I saw somebody else that I didn't say hi to. But Eco Neighbor said, Ooh, I saw you, buddy. What tinctures are you making and why? That's what he said. So, um, I made yesterday. Let's see. There was eucalyptus and spearmint, all from my yard. Um, that was one tincture that I made, the eucalyptus and the spearmint. And that's most of the tinctures that I'm making, they are for like respiratory. This light looks really whatever. It looks really weird. But they're for respiratory issues, um, trying to keep anything from setting up on your lungs, kind of thing. It's just like remember the Vicks vapor rub and all of that stuff. You can make all that stuff yourself. So that was one that I made for respiratory issues. I made the oregano with, oh, how you just put me on the spot like that, Eagle Neighbor. I made the oregano with the rosemary and burdock. So as a cleanser, antibiotic, antimicrobial, etc. That's why I made that one. And then the one that I posted yesterday, the one that I actually posted that I made that one because it is more of a relaxant. So yeah, that's why I did that one for the pineapple sage. All right. Next question. Thank you. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you, Best Yet, for that. Um, love my herbs. Grow and use them in cooking and teas, experimenting with hair and body also. You're gonna make some winners, I'm telling you. Celtic Roots Farm, that was who I wanted to say hello to. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Says we used a realtor that specialized in farmland, and that was actually a farmer as well. That made all the difference in the world for us. Good for you. That's a very, very good point. Very, very good point. Yes, use somebody who actually does what you're looking for. Hi, Kingsway Gardening. How you doing, Miss Larita? Good to see you. Treat your garden how you would your body. Give it what it needs. It is so simple. Like we make things really super complicated. And I say all the time that I am a really simple gardener. And that's what I mean by that. Like I don't, we don't have a lot of sales anyway, but it's okay because I'm sorry, that light is just annoying me. But yeah, but it's so high. It's way up there. Um, that's okay. It'll be okay. Thank you though. But being a simple gardener, it helps you when people are talking crazy like this. When people are talking about, we're not going to have access to this, and the third. Um, I'm just like, okay. All right, I'm gonna go in those tangerine pills that me and my kids eat. We're saving every one of them. Those lemon pills out there, we're gonna be drying. We're gonna be dehydrating. We're gonna be freezing. We're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff. So guess what? You make yourself independent when you stop being dependent on this system. When you stop being dependent on somebody who does not have your best interest at heart. Unless my garden waste is good and not diseased, I always recycle right back into the garden. And Yankee Sister, your garden shows it too. Your garden shows it. I juice often and give my garden all of the scraps. And one of my raised beds, planted greens there since, and they are flawless and bug free, no chemical use. That's what I'm talking about, family. And that's what we got to get back to. Hey, Ola Joe, how you doing? Good to see you. I have to go spread my love. Good night. Good night. Good night. We'll keep you running on the laptop. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And yes, thank you, Angel Love. Hit that thumbs up if you like it. Yeah, I can't stand the thief either. Hey, sweet spot, how you doing? But yeah, mama, listen, honey, mama has always been about that life, okay? But yeah, that's what she did. Um, the seven dust, James Franklin. I was talking about the seven dust. She would make them think that she was spreading the seven dust on there, and that way, and they didn't want it. You know, the thief didn't want the seven dust. Hey, Bell's backyard garden, how you doing? It's all right, Bells. It's all right. We'll talk. I want a real orange, like for real. So, these oranges are trash today, but I promise you, when you start growing those oranges, the oranges and other fruit I used to eat as a child in Georgia. Yeah, I saw that you grew up in Georgia, GT. But yeah, I grew up in Georgia too, and we had like we just walked down the street and pulled blackberries, pulled people plums. Like we just had stuff all over the place. We had peaches, you know, we had pears everywhere. So we got to get back to that. Hey, Bougie Prepper, how you doing? Good to see you. But we got to get back to doing that type of thing. And once we do get back to doing that type of thing, I promise you, a lot of those stressors that we put on ourselves, a lot of that stuff, it won't bother us as much anymore because we know that we are being more independent and we're not worried about all of that, extra stuff that's happening outside of us. But they had the nerve, when they had the nerve to ask about the dust though. These are so bold on so many different levels. Yes, yes, they are. Yes, they are. So when she first told me that, I was like, what? Like, mama gangster, okay? Like she girly gangster for real. But yes, I was, let's see. Food by Faith said GT Jr. in Alaska, yes, it is out of stock for the season. They only have the other pair. Just check because I was ready to buy. Okay. I was just being in y'all business. That's all. But anyway, family, I have to go and finish up some stuff. It has gotten dark on me outside. Like I can not see anything outside. So I'm gonna have to do my early morning and get up and pull some weeds and just make it look better in the backyard. So I thank you all for coming in today and hanging out with me for a little while. And I hope you got something. I hope you got something from this. Hope you got something that could definitely benefit you. The sweet spot said these aphids got me wrong over here. I'm thinking of spraying with neem and then dusting with DE. Girl, listen. Um, Definitely. I stopped using the DE personally, and I'm not going to tell you to stop using it. I'm just going to say I stopped using it, not because I thought that it was just going to destroy my garden, just because, just like I said, I want to get right back to making sure that I have more of just the good stuff in my garden. And I know that pests are just a part of it. It's a part of the ecosystem. So, with that being said, what I do is I spray hard with a strong stream of water. And I also use the neem oil when necessary. I use the BT when necessary. But, just all of that stuff, even though it's annoying, like it's a part of our ecosystem. So try to just like spray them off and use as little stuff as possible. That's kind of how we keep the fruit trees, because they're very susceptible to having aphids and things. And so I'll see Eco over there sometimes just spraying them down. And when you stay on top of it, like it'll be so much better and it'll be so much easier. Okay. So she says, I stopped using it but they're everywhere and they eating your stuff. Get them. Get them. Get them, sis. Get them. So anyway, guys, thank you all. What is Eco Neighbor doing in here showing out, ain't he? Oh Lord. Okay. We leaving off of that one. Okay. Thank y'all. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you guys next Tuesday, live at 5. Take care of yourselves, take care of your family, and find you some peace. Wherever you may find it, find you some peace. Blessings to each and every one of you. I love you guys and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. And remember, when you grow it, you know it. Peace, family. Bye.